For the sponge cake you will need 1.2 kilograms of self-raising flour, 1.2 kilograms of softened butter, 1.2 kilograms of granulated sugar, 12 medium eggs, red, orange, yellow, green, blue and purple food colouring pastes. For the buttercream you will need 1.5 kilograms of icing sugar and 900 grams of softened unsalted butter. You can make the sponge one of two ways. Either add all of the ingredients into one huge mixing bowl, then separate the mix into 6, or like I did to make sure each layer had an equal amount, make 6 individual cakes. To make 6 individual cakes, mix 200 grams of the butter, sugar, flour and 2 eggs together in one bowl. Leave to one side, then make 5 more in just the same way. Add a little food colouring at a time to each bowl until you get the shade you want. Pour each colour into 6 8-inch cake tins lined with parchment. Then bake in a 180 degrees Celsius preheated oven for 15 minutes or until a toothpick comes out clean. While the cake is baking, make the buttercream. Whisk the butter until fluffy. Mix in a third of the icing sugar. Then slowly add, a bit at a time, more icing sugar until it is all mixed in. And that's your basic buttercream done. From here you can do what you like to the buttercream depending on what the cake is for. I put some of the mixture into a separate bowl to dye pink to pipe details on for a birthday cake. To assemble the cake, add a spoonful of buttercream to your chosen cake board base to act as a glue to keep the bottom layer of sponge cake from moving. Then layer up the cakes with a thin layer of buttercream. Next, crumb coat your cake. The easiest way I find is to start by piping a layer of buttercream between each layer. Pipe any leftover buttercream in the piping bag on top of the cake, then start spreading a thin layer of buttercream around the whole cake to seal in the crumbs. Once the crumb coat is firm, about 15 minutes in the freezer, longer if left on the worktop, you can then use the rest of the buttercream to decorate the cake as you'd like, whether it be with a piping bag or, like me, a spatula. With a warm, damp kitchen towel, clean around the base of the cake before piping or putting ribbon around the bottom of the cake. If writing on your cake, you can use a toothpick to lightly mark where you want to pipe as a guide. My camera decided to turn off while I piped the number 6, but after I went around the sides of the cake piping on details to finish. Thanks for watching.